Hello everyone. So let's continue our videos. I think this is now video number 2.4. So far we have been creating empty question papers with coded headings and all that. So I'll show you an example. So this is what we were creating in the up to the last video. So again, if you are seeing this video directly, uh, please note that this is a video in a sequence of playlist. So please see from the previous videos so that you will understand what we are doing next. Okay, so now what I want to do is create the sections within the exam. So if you see our earlier objective, our demo exam, if I open, which we created manually, so it has four sections. Section one was DC circuits, section two is AC circuits, section three transformers, and section four induction motors. So like this, there are four section headings. Okay. So how to introduce these sections into the exam paper? So that we will try to do next. So for that, what I want to do is I'll go to our main folder in which we were working. First, I'll begin by deleting the previously created PDFs and text files. I think since one of the file is open, it's not deleting. Let me delete that again. So this one I can delete, close, and therefore now I'll be able to delete this. Again, make sure that you don't delete your main and this thing. Okay, so this file is also open somewhere. So let me just check it. It's not open here. Yeah, here it might be open. Yes, now we have only these two files, main.txt and run.py, that is our Python program. Here I will create a folder. Okay, so because I have sections in my exam, I will create a new folder and let's call this SECPIONS sections. Okay. So inside these sections, let me create one folder for each section. Okay, so we have four sections, right? So I create a new folder. Let's call it DC, and I can give the full name DC circuits. This is one section, and again I'll create one more empty folder. Let's call this AC circuits. Let's call it one more folder, transformers, and one more folder, so eventually these folders will become the sections in the paper. Okay. Now let's see how we can get the this folder names into the Python program. Okay, so I go back to my Python code. Okay, and here let's do one thing. I'll create a new file because we want to write some testing code. So I will create a new file, import OS, and then there is this os.list.dir. So this is the command, and if I simply use this and then save this file, I'll save it along with this run.py. So let's call it as abc.py. So because this is anyway just testing. So now if I run this, so I am getting the module. Let me clear the screen, or what was the command actually? Let's try it here. OS dot So when I say os.list dir, here it is listing the items in that particular directory. Okay, so I just want to see why it is not coming here. So anyway, let's store in one variable called g, and then let's try to print g. This may work. Yes, so here now you can see that it is printing like this. Now, not the main directory, I want to go inside the sections directory. So then what I should do, in the list dir, I will say sections. I don't know whether I should give us slash here or not. So let's begin by giving a slash, and then I will run this. So now I want to see whether it will list the, yes. So now you can see I got a list of the modules or list of the sections in the paper. So now once I have this, so AC circuits, DC circuits, induction motors and transformers. So now once I have this, now I can create the section. So I think I will get this command back into my code. So let's go back to our main code. So this is a code we were using. See here the exam start part was written. Here the exam end part was written. Now between these two, I will interrupt. Okay. So here I want to write the exam middle part, the sections part. So that's why I'll introduce this variable. So let's call it SEC. SEC is a variable which will store the list of sections. And now I want to write the sections. Okay, so for X in SEC. So I'm sorry, X I should not use. For Y in SEC, because X I'm already using outside. Now I want to introduce section headers into the question paper. So again, refer to our demo file. So if I open this demo file, main.txt for example. So in this, how we were introducing the sections. So so the section was slash section, and then DC circuits was inside that. So this is the code we want to introduce into our exam. So I'll just go back here and then exm.write. Okay, so this will write a section into our exam file. So what do I write? Like this, and in the place of this title, I will write Y. So this is a for loop. Therefore, the section heading is written here in the form of a backslash section. Okay. So this should write the section, and then after that, PDF exam, everything is as usual. Okay. So now nothing else needs to be done, I believe. So let's reduce it to only two papers. Okay, and then save it, and then now we'll execute to see whether it will create the section headers. Okay, so F5. So the code is running, and it opened the LaTeX file. Looks like there's no error in the this thing. So of course, because there are no questions, this warning message definitely comes. So we just simply press enter there. Okay, so now let's go and see whether the section headers are created in the PDF. Yes, so fair enough. We are getting the section headers also coming here: AC circuits, DC circuits, and transformers. So this is, but one issue is there here. The order has been changed now because that list here it has given it in a alphabetical order. That's why AC circuits is coming before the DC circuits. Anyway, this is not a serious problem. We can address it later. Right now, let's try to get the questions. See, there were 8 questions in our demo paper, 2 questions per section. So here, out of now we got the section headers. Now I have to get the questions also introduced into this. So let's try to slowly work about that and then see what happens next. And here you can again check the code is coming here, and here also the same code is coming outside. So, and if I open one more file, so the different code, and then here also the different, let's see. Now there is also one more command in Python. Okay, I'll show you what the effect of that. Okay, so I'll just go back here. Now, if I want to shuffle these sections, okay, so here what I can do, I can say sec equal to random dot shuffle. So this shuffle command will shuffle the sections in the exam. So I'll just save this now. Now, after saving this, now if I say again, let's create more papers. Okay, so let's say four papers will create. Now say run. But before that, let's delete the old ones. I want to get confused with this. So these were the old papers. I'll delete them. Now let's run this F5. I think there's some problem. Let's look at the code once again. Let me see what is the error here. SHUFFLE. Okay, so this shuffle need not be again assigned to SEC. It will just shuffle the variable itself. So no need to give that SEC equal to. Okay. So save. Now F5. So the first paper is being created. Just press enter. The second paper is being created. Third paper is being created. And the fourth paper is being created. So in this, what happens is because the sections are different, the ordering of the sections will be different, but each paper will have the section. So let's compare. Let's see this paper. Okay, the first is transformers, second is induction motors, third is DC, last is AC. Okay, so good. Let's see one more. So in this exam, the first is DC, second is transformers, third is induction motor, and last is AC circuit. So this will completely randomize and shuffle the sections in the exam. So of course, if you want it, you can keep this feature. If you don't want it, then you need not keep this feature. You can just simply comment out, and you can get. So this is the first exam, this is another exam, and this is another exam. You can see the shuffling of sections is happening. Obviously, not only the sections, even the questions will be shuffled by this process. Anyway, let's stop this video here, and let's try to introduce questions into our paper. As I said, there are 2 questions per section, 8 questions is our target with variable numericals. Over to the next video.